We're going to talk about the apps and games of the year.
And I'm going to put some noise in your brain so you can chill out.
Before I tell you how to save some cash.
It's time for iOS Today!
Podcasts you love.
From people you trust.
This is Twit.
iOS Today is brought to you by ExpressVPN. Protect your online privacy with one click. It's that easy. For 3 extra months free with a 1-year package, go to expressvpn.com/iOS Today. And by Aftershok's unbelievably comfortable open-ear headphones. Hear music and crystal clear phone calls like never before. Visit iostoday.aftershokks.com and use the code iOS Today for $50 off the tech bundle. And by Tailor Store. Tailor Store makes high-quality dress shirts that are fully customizable by you. From the basic essentials to the most high-end details, Tailor Store has you covered. Go to tailorstore.com/iOS Today and use the code iOS Today to get up to 50% off your first dress shirt. This evening, overall.
Love a good pair of overalls.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. The fiery flames.
Do you feel warm?
Yes, of
I am
iOS
warm.
Today. And our esteemed technical director, Kevin, who is throwing flames at us.
Was that steamed or steamed?
Esteemed. He is
hot.
steamed. And there's a steamed dumpling on the screen, making
So
me
fast.
very hungry. He's good. He's good with the emojis.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. That is Mikah Sargent.
And that is Leo Laporte in a brilliant shawl neck sweater.
Oh, you like it? I
do.
took it. You know, it's so sad. I actually put on clothes and then come in here to have Micah adjust them so that they'll work. He is, you know, you've really upped my game. Although I think wearing this jacket probably doesn't count as an upped game.
It's a choice.
It's a safari jacket.
No, I do like it actually because
I'm on
the light green with the
safari.
dark green. You know, you'll always win me with green.
Green. He likes
it
green.
is.
Even his shirt has got green stripes. You can barely
see.
It's a dark. Well, it's not a bright green. It's a dark green.
Yeah.
In any event, we're both wearing green today because
Because green is the color of the year.
there's even a little green
Just sticking up there.
branch of Christmas tree that's sticking into the frame.
Look at the sparkles.
It's a glittery Christmas tree.
Do
You know,
these
we
just
went
stick
out to
around
get.
and-
Did you know there's a Christmas tree shortage this year?
You know what? There shouldn't be Christmas trees at all. Real ones.
They grow more of them every year.
I don't like this. Christmas trees are fine, but not real ones because they're fire hazards to the max.
Well, they are fire hazards. But if you keep water in the thing and you throw it out December 26th, I guess it's okay.
You throw it out into the ground where then it catches fire at some point and lights all of
that's
Northern
not where the
California on fire.
fires come from. Is old Christmas trees. You're misinformed. In any event,
I'm not missing. Listen, we would take our old Christmas trees out to my grandparents' house. They
And
live out
burn
in the
them.
country, and you put a little.
they're like a Q-tip.
Yes.
Yeah, it's soaked in
Yes,
paraffin.
like a Q-tip.
They
A
go like
Q-tip
that.
soaked. Yeah, thank
Paraffin.
you. Yeah.
They go like that.
They do.
Um,
But what were you saying? You have a real Christmas tree in your house?
We do, but there is a Christmas tree shortage this year. So Lisa went to the Christmas tree farm.
Which one?
Where we go each year.
Okay.
Little Hills, it's called.
Oh,
Aw.
Little Hills, Big Trees.
Little Hills. And but the thing is, the Christmas tree farm where you chop your own, here in Northern California, the climate is too salubrious, and the trees are only Monterey pines, which aren't really the best for Christmas trees. They have very long needles. They're a little raggedy looking. So they truck in from Oregon a bunch of Douglas firs. Those are the ones. That's what you're seeing in front of us. That's a Douglas fir right there. It's got shorter needles and a more tuned look. They're that's what you think of as a Christmas tree. But there's a shortage in Oregon because of the weather and the fires. So Lisa went, and a tree this tall was $100.
Oh my goodness!
$100. So she
Did you
said
go with
no.
the long needle one then?
Yeah, we went with the long needle one, which is $40 for a tree taller than me.
Oh my gosh!
So we were very happy, and we've decorated it.
Are there photos somewhere?
Not yet, but I'll make
to
some
see.
available.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to try not to waste your time. This week,
Good luck.
good luck. We are so last December 2nd, Apple had an event celebrating the best apps and best music of 2019. Some people misinterpreted the invitations that went out as some big Apple announcement. We knew it wasn't. We were thinking of covering it, then we got the better idea of it and stayed home that day. But we do have today some, not all, because there were a lot of them.
Holy moly, yes.
Of the best apps of 2019, according to Mr. Tim Apple.
Mr. Tim Cookie, the cook.
They should call them the cookies, those awards. They really blew it.
They totally blew it.
I think that the name Emmys and Oscars, those aren't the official names, Grammys.
Right.
I think the press gives them those names. I think the press does it. So I'm going to start as the press.
They're called the cookies.
I'm going to call them the cookies. So, ladies and gentlemen, today, the Cookie Award winners for 2019.
For iPhone, for iPad, for Apple TV, and we won't talk about Mac, but they're there as well.
There's some good ones on the Mac, but we'll show those maybe on a Mac Break Weekly.
Perhaps.
Next. So you did a good thing.
I did.
You downloaded every one of them.
Every single one of these stinking apps.
Wow. Did you have to buy many of them?
No.
Oh, good.
There were 1, 2, 3, 4 that actually cost money.
Unfortunately, most apps these days are in-app purchases, and I think a lot of these are, which is, in my mind, really the fault of Apple, okay?
Yes.
Because if Apple allowed, as they do on Android, demos of some kind, then developers, I think, might put out, or at least in the early days, they might have put out demos and then give you, so you have a free version demo and a paid version, or something like that.
But isn't that kind of what they do? You get a 7-day trial.
In effect, that's
demo.
what we're getting. But this is their response to Apple, because they begged Apple for years. People were saying, "Please let us have demo versions or something," and Apple didn't. So Apple created this whole in-app purchase thing. And guess who gets 30% of all in-app purchases?
By golly, I think it's Apple.
So I think there might have been a little bit of economic incentive to do that. Because in-app purchases, not that they wouldn't have got 30% of the first initial purchase, but the in-app purchases are the gift that keeps on giving. Because now developers can say, and you'll have to do that every month or every year.
Yeah, and that kind of ends up being the problem with some of these and some apps just in general is you'll notice that some of them have very, very, very short trial periods.
Yeah.
And then from there, you're
boom, like a day.
Paying,
boom.
A day, 3 days, 7 days.
We always say be very careful
Mindful.
of periodically go through your subscriptions. At least Apple gives us an easy way to cancel.
Yeah.
So that's the upside.
Yeah, because you're not having to go to individual sites and figure out where those go. So we'll start with the iPhone app of the year, which is actually an app that we talked about last time.
Yeah, and we don't have to spend a lot of time on it. I do like it. I'm a big fan of Focus, which not Focus. Spectre.
Spectre, yeah. Because
Focus is also a good camera app, but Spectre comes from the folks who do Halide. And the whole idea, and we showed this the other day, but I'll show it just real briefly, is you can do long exposures times. So if you are taking a picture of I wish I'd thought to use this in Dubai. I was taking pictures from high above Dubai in the Burj Khalifa, and the lights of the traffic would have been nice if you give it 5 or 6 seconds. They become lines instead of dots.
You know what might be cool?
What?
You keep talking about the app. I think I'm going to go take a picture of the fire over there.
See what happens.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of the fire, and then I'll come back.
So now, normally when you do these kinds of long exposures of many seconds, you'll want a tripod. But I think they've done a really interesting job with Spectre. You see in the middle here is a little camera, and as my camera moves, I'll turn it back on. It jiggles. When you're holding it stable, it'll say it's stable, and then it's safe to take a picture. So it does give you a way to handhold long exposures. I'm not completely stable, but it's sufficient for the camera, I guess, to, adjust it. Here's where you set the length of time: 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 9 seconds. So you have a choice of length of time. You can actually save a live photo. I don't know how meaningful that would be, unless you wanted some background on what you are taking a picture of. And of course, it supports shortcuts and so forth, although that doesn't make much sense either. Let's get back to the app. You could do a long exposure selfie. That's kind of nutty. Let's see what Micah was able to do with the fire. Oh, you know what? That looks great.
Yeah. So I'll show.
Look at that. So we have a sparkly fire.
You can see what it normally looks like here. This is the fire kind of moving, but whenever it's standing still here, let's do that again just so you can see.
So you got the live photo and
And then this is what it looks like. Yeah,
that's kind of cool. I think that, you know, this is a fake fire.
Yes.
But with a real fire, it would look really neat. Same thing with water. Water gets kind of smoothed out. And
water gets
out.
really pretty, doesn't it?
So there's a lot of things you can do with this. And of course, if it's a night scene, a Christmas scene where a long exposure is going to give you a better look at it, like Apple's iPhone does a very good job, I think, with low light. But this will give you it even better. So I highly recommend this one. This is one I think everybody should buy and download. It's not too expensive.
Yeah, $2.99.
Yeah,
it's not bad.
Spectre with an R-E, like in James Bond. And there's some good examples. There's water at the bottom there.
Oh, see, I need to go back out into nature and get some photos.
So it's nice that they let you save the live, because you can then see this is what it would look like with a still shot, and then you'll see the smooth long exposure is kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's just a different effect. Nice to have for certain situations.
Yeah, that's the one thing. It's a little specific to particular situations, but pretty neat nonetheless. The iPad app of the year is your and my favorite app.
So I have to say, I think that the cookies are for just apps that came out in 2019. So they're a little bit limited. There are so many good drawing apps, note-taking apps for iPad already, like Notability is fantastic. Procreate, if you want to draw. So Moleskine Flow, which came out in 2019, I think is a simple version of these apps. It's pretty. I just don't think it's the best.
It's not the best
out there. So it is free, although if you want pens, just like Procreate and others, you buy the pens. That's another in-app purchase.
Yeah.
I guess we can show it. It's not. We should first show that it's $2 a month or $12 a year. I think it makes a lot of sense if you're going to use it to use it before you pay, but you can cancel this pretty quickly. So I am now paying for 12 months.
Oh, there you go. You've got a year of Moleskine Flow.
I think that one means I've paid $12 and I'm going to have it for a year.
Yeah, and this lets you create new documents and save as many as you want. The whole idea is to have a notebook that lasts forever. It's an infinite notebook that you can sort of keep swiping with.
I think $12 is a good price.
I guess if you buy a nice Moleskine notebook every year,
you're going to spend more than that.
Yeah, that's like $20. So
yeah, and I like the Moleskine notebooks, but that's what's so different about this. I am doing a lot of logging in. I'm sorry.
I can show folks over here.
I should not have bought it.
This is the opening screen, and now I'm drawing. I've got marker tools, which I can change. The one thing I do like about this is that they name all of their colors. So there's navy blue, interdimensional blue, and then, of course, I can change the tip on these pins. And so there's a little bit of for folks who like tactile, I think. Oh, you're in now.
Yeah. I think mostly this is for somebody who wants a very simple program. So the drawback to things like Notability, which is a great note-taking app, or Procreate, which is a great drawing app, this is a little bit of both, is they have a lot of features. For many of us, it's sufficient just to have a simple little notebook. So I think that
even the Notes app is enough for me in most cases.
Yeah, Notes is good for just simple notes. So this is kind of in the middle. Look, I think that it got a cookie because it's beautifully designed. The UI is intuitive. Functionality is simple is probably the best way of putting it. But the design is spectacular, and I think thank you. That's my name. And there's Mikah. By the way, we had to teach Mikah how to sign his name.
Lies and falsehoods. Leo just doesn't like my M.
Show them how you signed the Christmas card.
All right. So you say you got to sign your first name only, which is already kind of threw me off.
And try to make it legible. Yeah, well, we don't want people to sign it with their full legal signature and then put it on a postcard that we send out to hundreds of people.
Oh,
that would be dopey.
No one uses signatures for real stuff anymore.
But first name is safe.
All right, let's see.
So this is Micah's. This is how he signed it. And the problem with it, that we can't see it.
Oh.
The problem is now, and so remember, there's going to be 26 names on this postcard, this Christmas card.
Whose is that? Who is that person?
No one knows who that is.
Nobody knows.
So, and you're not
What I
alone.
should have
A lot
done-
of people have illegible signatures.
Right.
So what I tell people is write your
Write
name
my
normally.
name. And that's what I should have done, because this is what it would look like if I had done it like that.
It's not too late. I think I lost the paper.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Yeah.
See, now I understand what the mica the signature mica is. You're just adding IKAH.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like it.
Yeah. Thank
I
you.
like it. And I just wanted people to know that that's your signature.
That's
I mean, I
me.
guess
So
we
if you
could have
get a
26 illegible
Well, what you do-
scrawls on the Christmas card.
What you do is you get an AR thing involved, and so people can put their phone
is
over it. And
this?
it's like, oh, this is.
Oh,
Micah.
no, you mean a QR code?
Yes. Like,
You can actually do that on, I didn't demonstrate this, but you can do that on Bill Atkinson's photo cards. You can record a sound and then put a QR code on the card, and
Oh,
people
that's
could, so we could have,
cute.
I could have, and I almost did have us all shout, happy holidays
birthday.
from Twit, and we could have put it on the, yeah, but I didn't.
Well, next time.
So,
Some other time.
flow, Moleskine flow. We don't know how you pronounce it.
It's actually Moleskine.
Moleskine.
Muscani.
They literally
Flow.
say pronounce it however you want.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
That's nice of them.
They used to say pronounce it Moleskine, but it's a I think an American company with an Italian name based on a French notebook. So you can basically say anything you want.
That, I like that. What is it? Haagen-Dazs is a wholly made up thing.
Yeah, same thing. They wanted it to sound vaguely Scandinavian, so they put some umlauts on it.
LaCroix, you know what I love about LaCroix?
The fizzy
Drink,
water,
the fizzy
seltzer.
water,
Yeah.
is that you can sort out, you can get to know a person.
If they say La Croix.
If they say La Croix, then I know to avoid them.
Really? Because that's the correct
No,
pronunciation.
it's not. Not according to the company. La Croix is the thing that people say if they're snooty. And
La Croix
sort of
is the
above.
French pronunciation of how they spell
I
it.
say La Croix.
And I guess because they're from LaCroix, Wisconsin. I don't know why they mispronounce it, but
Yeah, LaCroix. So if you say La Croix, then I'm like, oh,
yeah, you
boy.
don't want to date that person because that's a phony.
See, LaCroix, it rhymes with enjoy. Is LaCroix gluten-free? Of freaking course it's gluten-free.
It's water
Golly gee.
with bubbles.
I swear.
Is it innocent? Is it really innocent?
It is one of the only sparkling waters that does not have sodium in it, which I appreciate.
Oh yeah, because usually they add it for flavor.
Yes, Burke, that's why I've been avoiding you, because you pronounce it La Croix.
LaCroix.
La Croix.
I have a bottle of LaCroix. Do you say, I don't know,
I say-
Moet and Chandon?
I don't know what those are, but I do
But
say...
if I say Moet Chandon, you might know it's champagne.
Oh,
Champagne.
champagne is pronounced Chandon?
No, Moet Chandon is a, never mind.
Type of champagne? Oh, okay. Well,
Do you say Puy Foussé?
uh-huh. And I say
You say
Abu Di Abu Da.
Omelette de fromage?
Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage.
Okay. So we've done two.
Omelette. Oh, we've
There's
got
only
the two.
30 more.
Okay, so let's talk about the Apple TV app of the
I want to
year.
show this one. This is the only one I'd never heard of.
No, we're not doing Wonder Boy first. Unless Wonder Boy you've
I
heard
wasn't
of.
talking about Wonder Boy. I was talking about the Explorers. It may look to you like the New England Patriots
There we go.
pennant,
It may.
but it isn't. It's the
No.
globe with
And-
a little pennant-y look.
How about we ask? No. I'm sorry. I wanted to do why is the sea blue? But
This
then,
is good if you love your Apple TV screensavers. It's not a screensaver, but this is like, here we go. Let's watch Why is the Sea Blue? So, who doesn't?
There we go.
I love the Apple TV
Me
screensavers.
too.
That's basically what this is. It's just lots of, music.
It kind of gets to play in the
video.
background.
Is there speech on the Why is the Sky Blue? 'Cause
These are fish traps.
it's like being there.
Look at that. They made
If
them.
you were 80 feet tall.
Which sometimes I am on a good day.
There you go. So it's 7 minutes. It's not real long.
Let's go back to the why is
Can you
the
just
sea-
have it running in the background? I guess you can.
You can. You just kind of turn it down a little bit. Now this is kind of fun.
This is the Patia Fa.
And see, that's why they're doing captions.
Déviser le coco
Allez.
sans trembler,
That's
Try
a little
to aim
French.
for the cocoa without shaking.
sans que tu bouges. Et par rapport au vent.
And the wind
Il y a le vent aussi, des fois, il
will
pousse la flèche.
blow the
Par
javelin.
rapport au vent, il faut se placer. Et la concentration, ouais. Il
It's a traditional Hawaiian sport of throwing a spear at a coconut. It's called patiafa. Why is he speaking French?
I was wondering.
Oh,
it
he's in
sounded very
Tahiti.
French.
This isn't Hawaii. It's
26 feet high.
that looks hard.
That
Look at that.
coconut is.
These guys are pretty good.
72 feet away.
That's good. You don't want to be standing there, though.
The higher the javelin hits, the better your score.
So you could, yeah, this is nice. It's fun. And you could just, I presume you can have a playlist and have it just run.
And have it run in the background. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's not a screensaver, but honestly, I think it would be as good as a screensaver.
It's essentially, can you imagine sort of this just playing a bunch in the background? You've got
Here's
people
the only
over
thing I don't
your-
like. See that little
Yeah, the pennant is
the
always on
Explorer's
there.
pennant? That's going to burn in your screen. So it isn't a screensaver.
That's a good
'Cause
point.
that's the one thing that's not changing. I wonder if
didn't
there's a
think
setting
about
in there to turn that off. Partner key slideshow. Huh. Oh, there you go. That doesn't have
There
the
we
pennant,
go.
so you could just have a slideshow of trees. And yeah, this is just more content for your Apple TV.
Absolutely.
You can get this on the iPad.
These are not meant to be the Apple TV. This is not meant to be an active Apple TV app, which is
No, I
kind of
think
nice.
not. The other
a
thing I
lot.
notice is that it's not all made by the Explorers. Some of these are made by other people, like that DJI Mavic Pro. So they're just kind of aggregating.
Absolutely. You know, and I do want to say you have a very nice aesthetic going now, given that you brushed up against the
Am
tree
I
branch.
glittering?
Your face is glittering. It's great.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
You know that's going to be there for hours.
If not days.
Yeah.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Baby oil, is that the trick?
Oh, is there a trick?
I think you take a bath in baby oil. Yeah. and the sparkles come off.
15 bottles of baby oil.
Oh, no, more than that. Depends. Well, the really big bottles, maybe, yeah.
15 bottles of
I have the
Costco.
gallon bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby oil.
Oh, my God. Oh, I do. You know, we're running out of baby oil.
Oh, wait, there's a baby
There's
oil
a
shortage
baby oil
along with a
shortage.
Christmas tree shortage?
Yeah. They're running out of babies.
Sad. There's no more babies. Oh, yeah. God, that's terrible. That's the worst. Baby oil, I just want to reassure the kids at home, it's not made out of babies.
Not made of.
It's for babies.
Made for babies, not of babies, and grown adults with sparkling faces. I read that there was a baby oil shortage, though. I wonder if it's because of the mineral oil that's in it. Yeah, Johnson & Johnson
We're running out of minerals.
has to remake baby oil.
I showed this once before. I'll show it again. I
Thank
have
you
to
for
say
making
this
this
app has not taken off as far as I'm concerned. It's called Minecraft Earth. But remember, we're still in the early days. I mean, early days of it. It's very slow.
Yeah, and
Every
you always
time
have
you
to
launch it,
download.
it seems like you have to download content. It's kind of hard to figure out what it is that you're doing with Minecraft Earth. It's something like you're wandering around. It's an augmented reality app. I think they're going to eventually make it sort of like Pokemon Go, where you wander around, you interact with other people's creations, things like that. But as far as I can tell right now,
It does none of that.
it doesn't. It's early access, so that's. But I think it deserved a cookie.
Yes. Well, and it kind of didn't really get a cookie. It was included in this thing that they're doing this year, which is trends. And so this was part of the game trend of 2019, which is blockbusters reimagined. Essentially, games that have been
that's
successful
fair.
on other platforms.
Right.
Now they bring them to iOS.
So what you do is you wander. So this has a little bit of the Pokemon Go mechanics in the sense that you wander around and you collect stuff. I just got some dirt.
Some resources.
Yeah, there's a sheep. Build plates rock. Okay, let's.
Gotta love all those pop-ups.
Actually, that's a new build plate, which is nice. Getting ready to play. This is.
This is a loading
This is why
app
I
game?
erased. This is why I erased it. And by the way, that we're on a 10 gigabit, internet connection, fast Wi-Fi. Imagine how this would be on your phone if you're out and about.
Actually, this is good. This is a game that teaches kids patience.
Yeah. This is a game that teaches kids to throw the phone out the window. All right, so AR placement. I'll move the iPad so you can see. I have now placed a plate, okay, on our table. You see, there's the
love
table.
Hey, that's pretty good tracking there.
Yeah. It's using Apple's AR kit, and it is
Does
also
it do
available.
occlusion detection?
Not so great.
Okay.
I mean, remember, we're using the back camera. If we're using the front camera, it'd probably have a better, but it doesn't have a depth sensor. You know what's great is our Christmas decorations blend in very well.
Yes.
Now you can dig this. I mean, you can play this in Minecraft.
Can you dig it?
You can dig it. So I can dig these. Let's see. How do I dig them? I can dig these rocks. I could dig these holes. So you're playing in a little version of Minecraft, right?
With a little piggy.
Apparently, there's something under my plate in the table. The pig. Oh yeah, there's water.
Oh
down
no,
there.
now it's going to fill up.
Yeah.
Don't let the piggy drown.
Don't let the piggy drown. That's the name of this game. Don't let the piggy drown. So, yeah, that's cool.
Can you go down into it?
How
far?
You can look into it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
There's bedrock down there. Let's dig some more.
Oh, you're getting into that gray stuff.
I don't know if I haven't played it enough to know, but it's on the table, so it's not like you can go very far.
Right. Your phone can only go down so far. It doesn't make actual spaces.
Let's make
in
the
time
pig
and
fall
space.
into the hole. Okay. Now we're having some fun.
You're quite literally doing the opposite of the title of the game.
Yeah, make the pig fall into the hole. Isn't
Make
that the
the
name?
piggy drown is now the name of the game.
All right. So, well, I can also get the pig out of the hole. I just place some rocks under the pig.
Or kill the pig.
It won't kill him, will it?
No, I was saying, or you can kill the pig to get the pig out of the hole.
Pig got out of the hole.
Oh, nice. That pig was smart.
Oh, pigs are smart.
And it's walking on your table, you noticed, instead of on the grass. That's kind of cool.
Maybe that is occlusion detection or something. Anyway, it's, it's certainly it's free, worth downloading. It's from Microsoft. Minecraft Earth. This is the game that they promised with HoloLens some time ago.
Mm-hmm. You're trying.
I love it. I'm a Minecraft fanatic.
Ooh, can you tap on the three dots again? What is bright mode? Let's try bright mode. What is that?
Just a little bit brighter.
Okay, cool.
Those pigs are bright. That's the brightest pig I've ever seen.
Old pink pig.
Okay, so let's there's some wood. There's some more water. Anyway, you get the idea. It's Minecraft. If you've played Minecraft, it's not like you could in theory build. See, I have an inventory.
Yes.
So I could in theory build things, and you get more things in your inventory over time.
Oh my, you can plant a dandelion.
So you see, I've captured in my vicinity, all this stuff. I've also crafted some glass blocks, so there's crafting as well. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's basically a technology demonstration that you can play with. It will someday be interesting. I mean, I can see where you would go with this, which is to allow me to build things in the real world that stay there.
Yes.
And then other people could interact with. As far as I can tell, it doesn't quite work that way.
Yeah. Let's see if I open mine, if your creation is going to show up in mine.
I think maybe I have to invite you
Are there
to be my friend. Scan this screen from the Join Friend button.
Okay, I can do that after my 3 hours of content.
You have to download more content.
Thank you for being a friend.
There's a lot of data. One of the things that the Harry Potter game did is they had you download the hundreds of megabytes of data ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
This game looks like it's doing that, except that it seems to do it a lot.
It's just always.
So that's an issue, and you certainly want to launch the game if you're going out and about before you go out while you're still on faster Wi-Fi.
That's a good idea, yeah. From home, go ahead and download the content.
In principle, this is going to be something very cool. It's just not yet.
Yeah, because, again, Apple showed off that feature of being able to... Okay.
Microsoft did.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Okay, so they're using Microsoft's
this is a Microsoft app,
stuff.
and this is using what they call Azure, I think, Places or Azure Pins or something.
But they're using it along with ARKit, right?
Yeah, so as much as anything, this is a demonstration of Microsoft's own Azure capabilities.
How did you get to the friends screen? You don't recall.
3 dots, I believe.
There aren't any 3 dots on this one.
Oh, maybe you're just not ready for friends.
It keeps wanting me. Yeah, it keeps trying to
hit that upper left. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now hit that upper left thing.
Oh, sorry. This.
You're in a tutorial.
Upper left thing.
You're in a tutorial.
That must be what it is. I haven't played long enough yet. Yeah. Okay. Well, I wanted to see if I could.
It's not. It's honestly. I'll leave this as an exercise for the viewer. This is if you like it.
If you like it, love it.
Put a ring on it.
Yeah, you should have.
That is. not technically the app of the year. That is a
trend.
A trend of the year.
Some of
They
the
kind
other
of did this with Google Rewind this year too. I was really. Were you disappointed by Google Rewind? Not to get off subject, but it was just basically a bunch of clips instead of what they've done in years past is create a story with many YouTube creators. Oh yeah, now you can do. Now you can do it. I'm sorry, I'm downloading content. Connection lost. Okay, I guess.
Friends can scan the screen from the Join Friend button. Which is...
Where is my Join Friend button?
Is that on the far right? The thing on the far right?
See, now I'm in the same state you were in.
You are. You have to be in build mode to do it?
Yeah, you probably have to be in build mode. So let me build.
Okay.
Let me put a little thing back here. Getting ready to play. How exciting is that? Da, 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 da,
oh, I get it. It's elevator music.
Invite a friend.
Join a friend.
Join a friend. Are you inviting or you're joining?
I would love to join, but there's no join. Maybe there's not a join friend.
There's only invite. There's no joining. Only inviting. Okay, clearly we don't know how to use this app, and I'm sorry I even brought it up. I think it's, download it and play with it, and maybe you'll get better at it than we are. It's interesting, I think.
It certainly is.
It's more augmented reality, and I guess...
I found it. It is on the main screen. You tap the little signpost. I'll join you. So you just bring up the invite friend.
Invite friend. There you go. Now scan me, baby.
Boom. I'm here. I'm in your world, and I can see Chief Twit Leo.
Good. and I can see... Can I see Micah?
Oh, let me get... Yeah, what's my name on this? I don't even know.
I'm looking for you.
Can you see me? I'm going to try to destroy something and see if you can see me destroy your grass. Oh, that's interact. Wait. Oh, I don't even think it'll let me. Oh, there we go. Did you see me get rid of that?
I can't even tell where you are.
Okay, I'm going to come over toward you.
Let me get farther away.
Yeah, you can see me.
Yeah. He's doing something. I don't see you, though.
Maybe I don't have a name.
So I see what you're doing. So basically, this looks like a mysterious ghost.
Spooky ghost.
Destroying stuff of mine.
Yeah, I don't even know that I've named myself. So
normally
that
you'd see a character. So
because I can see you. I look over and there's Chief Twit Leo, and it's right by your phone, and you actually have a block in your hand right now.
Of course I do.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
It's a stone. Now watch, I'll have a flower.
And there's even a little shadow below.
Now I have a flower in my hand?
You do have a flower in your hand. And it's just floating. And if you bring your phone forward, let's see if it carries on. Oh, yeah, that's kind of cool.
So,
and it's doing occlusion detection. No, it's not. I take that back. It looked like it was.
So this is, I think it's interesting. Let's move on.
Yeah. Yes, let's do that. All right.
It's sort of interesting.
It's a little, it's something.
I would get, it's worth taking a look at.
There you go.
I had just recently deleted it when Apple announced it was in a trend, so I thought.
Take a look. It's in a book. It's Minecraft Rainbow.
What else? Minecraft Earth.
Minecraft Earth. Let's go on to the games of the year before we ever talk about other trends. The iPhone game of the year is a little RPG called Sky.
I think this is actually a great app.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I like RPGs. If there's any game I'm going to play, well, other than like Paper Clips.
It's another one I deleted after messing with it.
Okay, so you did try it.
Yeah.
Now, why'd you end up deleting it? You didn't like it?
It's kind of... It's not my cup of tea. Some people will love this. It's beautiful. It's got great music. It's not... So this is the problem with games in general, is there are a lot of different kinds of games.
Yes.
And for some people, this is a great game. It's very relaxing. You wander. It's one of those explore games.
And sound is more than half of the experience.
It's from the folks who did Journey, which was a great...
too many cut screens.
Yeah, it's all about beauty and music. Journey was a fun game where you slide around in the sand dunes. Now it's essentially the same game mechanics, same character, but you're in a more elaborate environment.
Oh, God, it's too slow for me.
They claim it's a groundbreaking social adventure set to warm your heart.
Now, what makes it social? Are you actually playing with other people?
You encounter and socialize with like-minded players from around the world.
Human players or AIs?
Unclear. Unclear. Unclear.
Didn't make it that far before you said, I don't really care for this game.
It implies that there are other people, I mean, real people involved. So I think that that's the case. But how do you know if they're a PvP or a real, you know?
I just don't like waiting this long to play a game if I want to play a game.
Yeah, there's a lot of, well,
going.
I don't think you have to see this every single time.
But even the first time, I want to know that.
Yeah, it's one of the, see, that's the thing. It's not my cup of tea. I'll read a review, though, from...
Wake up, child. Bring our lost stars home.
And this is... there are in-app purchases.
Finally.
Yeah. You can get bundle 1 for 99 cents. Season bundle for $5. Starter pack for $5. Season pass pack for $15. You're going to spend money on this thing. There it is. So now you're wandering around this. Well, not yet, but soon you'll be wandering around. The sliding mechanics are very similar if you've played Journey. I thought Journey, which I played on the PS3, I think, was one of the great indie games on the PlayStation. And it eventually made it to iPad in 2013. In fact, I think it was the game of the year in 2013.
I cannot with all of these cutscenes.
Yeah, it's not my. It doesn't grab me. Plus, there's no one to kill. So,
which I know is important for you.
There's people, but you're hanging around with them. You're going sliding around. It's sort of puzzly.
Oh, and I can see it's very pretty.
It's really pretty. The music's beautiful. It's puzzly. It's
oh wow!
You're kind of in another world. So if you're looking at this and you go, "That looks really great," this is a game for you, but it's just not for us, I guess. This is not what we do.
I don't have the patience.
It's relaxing.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I'm out of baby oil.
So see, you're sliding now.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. You can also fly. There's a jump in the air, and you'll get some wings. It'll let you fly better. But you never fly for long. It's more like gliding.
Oh, or falling with style.
Or falling with style, which is something you're good at.
Very.
So there you go.
Now, what's that little droplet up there? Is that just... Tap the button to... Okay, I see. I already learned that skill. I didn't need them to...
And eventually, I think you pretty quickly find a cape that'll help you fly better.
I see.
Now there's something. There's somebody there.
Winged light.
Now you have love.
Higher.
I
finally have love. I have found love.
Yeah. There you go. Now you can fly a little better.
I feel blessed.
Yeah.
Tap the top center button to level up your wing. Ooh, how cool.
Yeah, you get that pretty quick, I guess.
Wow, look at me. I'm gorgeous.
So there's a lot of that. And then, here's a thing that's broken. If you find the other piece, you can put the piece together with it, and then you can do some stuff. And it's like Journey. It's kind of a goalless game that just encourages wandering and exploration. And, it's very relaxing.
Very cool.
Sky, children of the
light.
Light, not night.
I'm out of energy.
Yeah, you can only fly, and then you have to recover your energy.
Gotcha.
For life.
Well, there's that. The iPhone
game of the year. What was the iPad game of the year?
The iPad game of the year.
I like playing games on my iPad.
Is Hyper Light Drifter. That is one that actually costs money, which...
So I'm going to let you buy this one.
Hyper
This
Light
also
Drifter.
does not... Apple has a certain aesthetic.
That's what... Yes. But this one's fun because it has that 8-bit feel.
It's an 8-bit game...
With a doggy.
With a dog. You've played this game 1,000 times. Honestly, haven't you?
Thank you, Kevin.
Haven't you been there and done that?
Look, that looked a little bit Pokemon-ish.
Yeah. It's a little platformy. 8-bit's nice.
It's a little
top-down, a little top-down, a little platformy.
8-bit RPG.
Yeah.
It's Final Fantasy on like Game Boy.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like this... I've played this game. In fact, I think this is my problem with games.
But that's the point of
this. In general is it's retro. I understand. My problem with games in general, though, is, and here I am slamming Sky, Children of Light. I want to see some innovation. I also want to see some fun. So is it hard to do both? Maybe it is.
Perhaps. Okay, so give me a game that you do, like other than Paperclips, that you genuinely enjoy.
Paperclips is very innovative. Don't knock Paperclips.
I'm not knocking it.
There was an arcade game. What was the arcade game that won? I thought that was quite
Pinball?
good.
Pinball was
no, I showed. That's not the one that won. It was the one where you're speed racing. Was it Shinseki or something? I can't
Oh, you're talking about the Sayonara Kingdom or
Kingdom Hearts.
Sayonara.
Kingdom of.
What are you saying? Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Sayonara Wild Hearts. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Again, this one has, and we showed it when Arcade came out, a ridiculous amount of prologue.
Yes.
It comes from a motion picture company. You might have noticed that. Annapurna Interactive. They're doing games as well as motion pictures.
What they do well, though, is make really, really, really good music. And so I don't mind waiting while I'm listening to this.
There's a big backstory that is completely pointless because it's a game you've already played, which is the Endless Runner through Geometric Shapes game. Mm-hmm. So they don't really, I guess they maybe figure, it'll be more engaging if you think you're, saving the world as a motorcycle rider collecting hearts or something.
As one often does.
I know. Honestly,
Well, too, the whole point of this was it's an album experience.
It's music.
It's a way to experience the album in this form. And so it kind of reminds me, Bjork has put out apps before for albums.
Right.
And there've been a few others who've done those experiences. Never very good. I think Bjork's was the best of the bunch.
So see, this is maybe my flaw in me because I was playing the game and it is very hard. Mm-hmm. So I was paying such close attention to what was going on in the game, I didn't notice the music that much. Because in most games, the music is repetitive and just a background for the difficult game that you're playing. So let's play. It's Clair de Lune. I think I've played it enough so that I probably just can skip.
Long ago,
oh, no.
A harmonious universe existed beyond ours.
Oh, no.
Three divine arcana watched over it.
Some of them let you do like a hold down tap to long press to skip.
Cursed arcana.
Please, for the love of God.
And along with her star-crossed allies, they stole all harmony and hid it in their vile hearts.
You can keep showing it. You might as well show it. We're going to just probably want to... Why don't we fast... Hey, I got an idea. Let's fast forward.
Sorry for the word. It's not a cute. It's fast forward. Maybe we should do something really funny when it's fast forward. Hey, listen. Did you get that reference? Christmas time is here again. Does this check that reference? No. Hey, listen. I know Kevin gets it.
Oh, finally. I think we can play.
You're finally playing.
Nope. Yeah. Bittersweet Starway. So you see it's like an endless runner. Look at all those hearts. The thing I hate about these kinds of games, they give you false hope. You do really well at the beginning, and then they say, okay, now let's play. And you go, oh my God,
I wasn't playing it.
This is quite beautiful, though, isn't it? I mean, don't you like the music?
I do.
Yeah.
And the music gets even better.
So I guess for people who play these kinds of games a lot, this is meditative a little bit because it isn't so hard.
Doesn't this remind you of the Disney
You can also
song?
do this thing. This is definitely not an original piece. It's I'm trying to place it. I mean, this totally deserved its award. And I would say this is actually better than the iPad Game of the Year. This is the arcade Game of the Year. Bronze.
Bronze rank.
That's
what
all I
happened
got.
to you?
Bronze.
What'd you do?
I don't know. So that'll be a new level and a new song. Clair de Lune. Dumb. Dookie Dookie Rush.
I think it's Doki Doki, but
so you have to
try the Dookie Dookie Rush.
You have to complete Dookie Dookie Rush to get to the next song. So you're earning the album.
It's very pithy.
Oh God. Here we are in Hate Hell Valley. Or I'm sorry, is that right? Yeah, Hate Hell Valley. Oh, you don't hear anything. So there's this whole Zodiac tarot card. I'm reassembling the universe. Now I'm on a motorcycle. Whoa. Trying to collect all the hearts.
Eventually, you start dueling people. And that's where the beat matching becomes important. Oh. Replay.
I did that on purpose just to see what would happen.
That's what I tell people.
No,
too.
I did. Honest. I mean, we're trying to see the full excitement.
No, but that is important to show people because, like I said, the way that it restarts the music. Nice.
Oops, I missed that heart. Look at all these hearts. Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa,
This
watch the
reminds me of driving in
streetcars.
San Francisco.
Yeah.
Especially in Chinatown.
So this is, I could see, this is a fun game. I would say this is the best game to win a cookie this year.
Yes. This is where the duels start.
Oh, good.
That's
All right.
me.
Again with the bronze. That's you?
Yeah.
Professor Chihuahua?
Father of Chihu.
Father. Fighting Hearts.
This one actually is kind of fun. So
all right.
we'll show this one before
Okay.
we move on.
You might want to do this. Are you going to want to play this? Because I don't know if I'm any good at this.
But that's part of the fun.
What am I doing? How do I do
You're
it?
supposed to wait and tap until there. That's when you tap, is whenever the circle
Tap
sort of
that
gets
or
to the
tap
middle. You can
this?
tap anywhere on the screen.
Oh, I just
But you wait until
clobbered
the
her.
circle just surrounds the middle. Not too soon, like that. And now. Do you see there's a big circle around the outside?
Thanks, Coach.
Perfect.
Go get him, Rocky.
I need to kneel down to you all and have you surround me. All right, we're going to get in there and get them. Too soon. Nice. Perfect. That was perfect.
Now we get to ride.
Now,
Now what?
when the
Jump?
big circle surrounds the small circle, perfect. Now, that's when you tap. Now. Now.
Thanks, Coach. This is fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
Now.
I take it back. I'm
Now.
enjoying this game.
Wait. Now. Now. Oh.
See, not now.
It'll let you redo it if you don't get it the first time. Now. 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 There you go.
That's fun.
Yeah. And the
My heart's
music,
pounding.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, the music goes
Get
with
your
it.
cardio in the
All
morning.
right. I revised. We showed this when the arcade came out, and we did recommend it. But now my
Now this song here, "Begin Again," is one of my favorites on the
Finnegan?
album.
Okay.
"Begin Again," Finnegan. I'll listen to this sometimes when I'm sort of need to get in the zone, like creatively. That probably sounds like I'm being a
Well, if you think
wahoo.
about it, the whole idea of these kind of runner games was I
You want
supposed
to
to tap
dodge.
something?
You need to swipe out of the way so you can get hit by it.
Is to get in a flow, right? A flow
Yeah,
state.
absolutely.
And so it makes sense that the music would kind of have a flow state to it.
Now.
Actually, I'm loving this, actually.
Now. 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 Beautiful. That was a perfect one. Now. Now. Beautiful. Now. Yes. Now. Awesome.
This is actually kind of fun. So I'm dueling with her.
Yes.
And she's-
Look. Ooh, you just got called out.
What's that mean? She threw shade at me?
Yeah, she was like, come on, bring it on.
All right. All right. I'm now in the fiery pits of hell.
And you can swipe up and down on this one. too.
Oh, okay.
Now.
What does work on this
Oh, you keep tapping, I forgot.
is the mechanics.
Powers it up.
The mechanics of this really are well suited to the iPad.
Absolutely. Because everywhere is a tap target. So wherever your hands want to rest.
certainly one of the top few.
Now you're going
arcade
against
games.
Father of Chihu.
Father of Chihu. That's you? Is that true?
No, not at all.
This does not have multiplayer. You're playing against.
Remember, swipe out of the way.
Oh. Do you have a number of lives though?
I don't think so. I think you just got to
Just
keep
keep
playing.
going, which you should.
I kind of like.
Yeah. Oops. I don't want to have... I find games frustrating where you really have to. But then some people like it because it's a real challenge.
More of a challenge. Nice. Now, how often do you ride on your motorcycle like that?
Oh, well, all the time.
Standing up.
Wow.
Wow, look at all that.
You know, the
Tap,
use...
remember?
Yeah. The use of music is great in this.
See, that's so great about it. And why they call it a pop album experience.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh.
She is bad.
Yeah.
Father of Chihu's. Oh, and the crevice again.
I guess maybe Mother of Chihu would be more appropriate.
Oh, her gender is clearly fluid,
That's true.
as is mine.
Oh, we are playing a lot of time on this game.
Oh, yeah. Is it time for Mac Break Weekly yet? Let's take a break.
Oh my God, we haven't even taken a break. I forgot about
We got 3 ads. We got 18 more things to do.
and it's 11. But you love that game now. You get it. Sure enough.
Sure enough, I love that game. So that I would say that should get the Mikeys.
It does
Because
get the Mikeys,
it got a cookie, but I think it deserves a Mikey. That is, I'm going to say, the best game Apple and the best program. I mean, honestly, the rest of them, I guess because they had to come out this year, are less interesting. But that one is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
That's a winner, an arcade winner. And I think arcade is an overall winner for sure.
I agree.
Frankly, some of the, I would say, there's half a dozen arcade games that should have been best game of the year because they all came out this year.
You know, Leo, I love you and I respect you, but it's hard to take you seriously with that glitter on your nose.
Is it on my nose?
It's on your nose.
All right. John, can you get the baby oil bath ready?
Or apparently gasoline is what everyone in the chat kept saying. Chat kept saying,
They'll
put
take
gasoline
a
on it.
gasoline bath.
Oh, Lord.
Honey, I wasn't at a strip club today. I swear to God.
It was just the holiday fluff.
It's just holiday fluff.
All right. What's
Our show today brought to you by this big red V on my iPad, ExpressVPN. When you are using ExpressVPN, you are safe online. It's so easy to turn on ExpressVPN button, and you are connected. It chose automatically San Francisco, but here's a kind of cool thing about ExpressVPN. You can choose any location you want, and there are locations all over the world. Look at this. This is Asia Pacific. I can be in Uzbekistan in seconds. Isn't that awesome? You can go anywhere in the Americas that you want. Now, here's one reason you might want to go, let's say, to the UK, shall we? Let's go to the UK, because now I can watch Doctor Who or Star Trek.
Nice.
I am in the UK Docklands.
Oh, yes.
I can watch Star Trek on the UK Netflix. They have it. We don't. It's simple. You just fire up the ExpressVPN app, do as I did, change your location, refresh Netflix, and it's that easy. So you get the benefits of security. Your IP address is hidden. I have now an IP address not from TWIP, but from the UK. It lets you control where you want sites to think you're located. There are hundreds of VPNs out there, but there's only one ExpressVPN. It's the best. It's secure. It's private. They do audits by independent third parties to show that it's trusted. Their trusted server technology does exactly what it says it does. That server that you're on can't write to the hard drive even if it wanted to. It's running in a trusted server sandbox. I can just go on and on. It works everywhere. It's on Android. It's on iOS. It's on media consoles. It's on your smart TV and, of course, your computers, too. ExpressVPN, set up one account, use it everywhere. I do. When we travel, of course, when I'm on that ship Wi-Fi or the hotel Wi-Fi, absolutely. I need my security. I need my privacy. ExpressVPN.com/iOS today. In fact, right now, if you go to ExpressVPN.com/iOS today and sign up for the 1-year deal, which is your best price, you'll get an extra 3 months free, making it an even better price. ExpressVPN.com/iOS today.
Beautiful.
Thank you, ExpressVPN.
Oh, there it goes.
I put that glitter on special for you this morning.
Now, does this match your face?
Yes, it's probably mine. No, don't put. No, stop it. Go away. I want to be shiny. I like being shiny. It's time for news.
It is time for news. Goodbye, all of you beautiful other games and apps.
There were you
downloaded
many. So many, and
There's
we played too much of Sayonara Wild Hearts.
He says.
So
first one up is one that you actually had mentioned. I saw. Well, you didn't mention it. You had it in your links. It's incognito mode coming to Google Maps on iOS.
That's really great, and it's not something you'd expect from Google Maps.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see this actually. Yeah. So essentially, if you are not wanting to have your position tracked and to have sort of Maps apps like to do a most important places sort of thing where, you go here a lot or you go here a lot, and then they can use that information to better provide you location information.
Right.
Well, you may not want that. You're an iOS user. You may be an iOS user for many reasons, but one of those often is security and privacy. And we know that Apple is primarily a hardware and now services company, and so they lead with that as the way that they sell things, whereas Google is an advertising and data company, and therefore that is sort of how they lead their way of making money. So because of that, you might not want Google Maps to know your location and keep track of all that stuff. So incognito mode.
I think they've kind of recognized, and I expect to see this throughout Google's products, that yes, they want to make money, but they also have to recognize that people are sensitive to this. And I think it's smart of them. It's not going to, honestly, it's probably not going to hurt their revenue. How many people are going to do this?
Right.
But the fact that they put it in there kind of is a tip of the hat to the, a nod to the fact that people do want this. Started with iOS. I hope it goes to other Google Map platforms. But for right now, something to check out.
Yeah, absolutely. There are also a few other options, including being able to bulk delete your timeline. So your timeline is that saved location feature.
That's the map. And I actually like my timeline because I like to see where I've been. Yeah. But then, of
Apple
course,
Maps does it as well.
Google can see where you've been. So.
But it's not as actively easy to get to in Apple Maps.
Google will actually play back a day, so you can watch yourself go.
Oh, really?
Go around.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Huh.
Well, I most like it when I'm traveling. I mean, my normal days aren't very interesting. Come to work, go back. Come to work, go home. Come to work, go home. But when I'm traveling, I love to see all the places I've been. It's a great way actually keeping track of all the places I visited if I lose track.
Do you play Flight of the Bumblebee while you watch it?
Apple Card news.
Yes. Apple is coming out with a new feature for Apple Card, which includes not only the 6%
That's what I was doing.
Yeah. You get 6% cash back. No. Is it cash back? That's what theirs goes to. Yes,
6% cash back through the end of the year on Apple products.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes me mad that I bought my $3,600 MacBook Pro last month. Because I haven't even done the calculations, but I think it's a couple $100, $100 bucks.
Well, when you buy your $4,900 million Mac Pro,
that would be the thing to buy.
You'll get a couple $1,000.
Yeah, because I'm thinking it says $12,000 for the Mac Pro plus the XDR display times 6%. That's like $600.
Nice.
I've just figured out a way to make $600.
Oh my God, save us.
Spend $12,000.
Well, listen, if you get one of those, I gotta see it.
Actually, it's $740.
Wow.
740 smackers. And all I have to do is...
That's almost enough to buy a 16-inch MacBook Pro. That's how that math works, right? And all you have to do is spend a lot more than $740.
Spend more. I need to buy two.
But the other thing that they're doing with the 6% cash back for purchases through Apple is the iPhone interest, the iPhone purchase program, which is a 24-month plan. It's no interest installment.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. For people who want iPhones but don't want to spend $1,000 out of the pocket, you can spread it out over 2 years without paying interest.
Yes.
I think that's awesome.
Which you could with the iPhone upgrade program.
Right. That's how that worked.
But that was through a different bank. That was through Citizens
and this way,
Bank, I believe.
You don't have to trade in your phone.
Yeah.
So this is a better deal, I think.
I agree. It's unclear, though, if you do the interest-free purchase of the iPhone, do you get 6% cash back if you do it by December 31st? I don't need a new iPhone, or else I would test. Oh, I don't have an Apple Card either. So do you need a new iPhone? Can you test it? Someone out there, tell us if you buy an iPhone.
I'm going to guess you get the 6% back and interest-free.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
So that's that.
That's just an incentive to get you to buy before the end of the year.
Yeah. So that they can, at their next earnings
Look
report,
how many phones we sold.
look at all these phones.
Yeah.
Phones.
They actually don't report that anymore.
No, that's right. They don't do units. Yeah. Up next, Adobe has been promising this for a really long time, that you would be able to directly import photos to Lightroom on iOS. Before, you would essentially import the photos to your
We were told you
Photos
could
app.
do this, but is it happening?
The way that you could do it before was with a shortcut, a
Right.
Siri shortcut, which
But you're
is
still going
a
through
step
photos.
in between. Yes.
And honestly, what I ended up doing is making photos my store of my photos and then just opening them in the editors.
Yeah.
Instead,
Which I do
just
anyway.
kind of bypassing Lightroom completely. But photographers,
They want to be able to open directly in.
yes.
And you got this big screen you're manipulating directly. I
Right.
totally understand. So you can bypass the camera roll altogether.
Good.
Essentially, you connect the Lightning.
Too late. I
or
already
USB
deleted
3.
Lightroom from my iPads.
Well, you can't get it ever again. It's a one-time thing.
That's
Then you
not true. He's making that.
that was hacking.
It's free. If you use Adobe's Creative Cloud,
So-
you can even have that sync to your desktop, which
Yes.
is the real reason to do it, is import the RAWs right into Lightroom. Probably, you don't want to do the editing necessarily on Lightroom on the iPad, but you might want to do your
Why not?
rejects, pick your best, and any editing you do automatically syncs with the photos to Lightroom on the desktop.
I like to edit on this because it's got such a great display.
It's just that Lightroom on the iPad doesn't have all the features of Lightroom on the desktop. But you can do the initial stuff.
Import happens faster, too.
Ooh.
Because you're not worried about having to go into the camera roll. So you get your full resolution RAW photos.
That's what I really like.
And it uses the exact same RAW conversion and editing capabilities found in the desktop versions of Lightroom. So it might have been updated.
It doesn't have I don't think it has all of the editing capabilities. It's not a full Lightroom. But the ones that it does, things like that, and I always do. I'll do the quick scan through them, get rid of the stuff I don't want. So that simplifies right there. And then I will do maybe clarity and saturation, dab a little bit of luminance and stuff like that, and simple stuff. But if you want to do more elaborate, I think you're going to have to still go to the desktop.
They've also improved the exporting options, so you can select and control all of the characteristics of an export. So that's file type, that's pixel dimensions, compression, watermark, file name, output
nice.
share.
Well, they have
sharpening,
added a
color
lot of
space.
features. That's good.
So the sharing is improved, as well as shared albums. So you can create shared albums that are part of your Adobe Creative Cloud suite, and anyone can add photos to it, even if they don't have a subscription themselves.
Remember, with Adobe moving Photoshop to iOS, full Photoshop, this is kind of their plan all along.
Yes.
It makes sense. I'm gonna put it back on my iPad, and I'll give you a report back.
And they also now provide support for the latest cameras and lenses that are available in Adobe Camera Raw on the desktop
That's nice.
as well.
That's nice. Yeah, because
So-
Photos actually doesn't yet do a good job with my RAWs on my newest camera, so my Sony A7R IV.
I'm curious what some of the features are that aren't available on iOS that are available on Adobe's desktop versions, for the sake of knowing sort of what still needs to be brought.
Well, let's ask Ant, because he
That's
will
a good
know
guy to-
that. Ant
good
is
guy to ask.
our photo guy, Ant Pruitt, and he is a official Adobe
Oh yeah, he's an Adobe dude.
guy.
Yeah,
Dude.
the Adobe dude.
So he'll have a better idea of that.
Yeah.
So it is syncing up my photos now from my cloud. So, all right, this is good. This is good. I will play with it a little bit, and I'll get back to you. I'll let you know.
Ooh, doggy.
Ooh,
Oh,
doggy.
I thought that was a doggy you took a photo of.
Not
I
my
was gonna say,
doggy.
Such a
That's
good
Josh
photo.
Haftel's dog. Could be mine. I do good photos.
Oh yes, no, it's. I was wondering. I couldn't figure out what you were. Yes. I was going to say such a good photo of a dog that you took.
Actually, these are tutorials, which is kind of cool. That'll show you how to use these various features.
What did you do to that sign photo that you took? or that hanging down thing that everyone was like, why didn't you take a photo of that? But I said, ooh, that's a cool
You liked
photo.
my hook.
Yeah, your hook. Your Tim Hook.
I saved it because of you, frankly. I saved it.
Did you do any editing to it, though?
I don't think I had to do much. Usually what I'll do in Photoshop is bump clarity a little bit. And there's another setting I bump a little bit. That doesn't make a lot of difference. It just pops it a little bit. Okay. And
little pop.
a little pop. I can't remember with the hook. It had that bright yellow color in it. I don't think I needed to do a whole lot. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
IDC is out with a new report talking about the wearables market. And what's interesting is that of wearables, 94.6% of the shipments the shipments of wearables have surged to 94.6% by 94.6%. But most of that
almost doubled.
Yes.
From 5 to 10.
And most of that's coming from hearables, which is a term that we have to say.
Are they classifying AirPods as hearables?
Yes.
Well, please.
The most important thing, though, here, the reason why I'm talking about it on this show is that Apple has the top position for all wearables.
Yeah, because of the AirPods, but our AirPods
Well,
really wearables. Oh, and the Apple Watch.
Yeah, Apple Watch
totally
is the big
dominant.
Thing. Apple Watch, AirPods, and Beats headphones all caused them to lead. But the big thing it says, according to IDC, is the price reduction on the Series 3 Apple Watch is really what gave them the top spot this year.
That makes sense, yeah. Everybody's getting Apple Watches. All the kids are doing it.
All the kids are doing it, and all the kids are getting it for their parents and their grandparents and their great-grandparents. But yeah, it's earwear, wristbands, and smartwatches are sort of the categories there.
Nice.
That they're tracking. The Apple Store app got a redesign to get you to buy more. I think this happens every year, you know?
Let me see. I haven't seen the new app. Should I do it on the iPad?
Yeah, maybe it'll
pop.
It'll really pop. You took up the clarity in Photoshop.
Yes, I've increased saturation. What's new? More personalized, different ways to shop. Okay. Oh yeah, look at this. They got little banner here announcing stuff. Wrap up your gift list. So this is much more like, if you think about it, like the iTunes store where they're doing featured stuff that used to start right at the top with what you could buy.
You
now
go buy your Mac Pro.
Yeah, well, how do I get to that? This is what I already own.
Go up a little bit. It was and then scroll over. Boom.
Oh.
From $9,999.
So, tower or rack? Ooh, nice.
Coming soon is
I'm
the rack.
gonna get the tower because I can't get the rack. Now, honestly, why would you get an 8-core 3.5 gigahertz processor when you can get a 28-core 2.5 gigahertz processor?
28 cores.
That's a good start, I think. Do you want the nano texture glass? It's an extra $1,000. I think the standard glass. I'm going to be frugal here.
Right, yeah. You're being reasonable.
We do need the stand, though.
You'd better get Apple Care Plus for the display.
No.
No?
Well, instead of the stand, I get the $200 Visa mount. And, John, you could just put it on an arm, right? Okay, let's add that to the bag. Wait a minute. Didn't I get to configure my Mac Pro a little bit? Oh, yeah.
You didn't scroll down.
I blew it. So I only started with the processor. Gotta have a terabyte. Whoa, look, I can go all the way
Why
up.
is there 1.5 terabytes of RAM? That's ridiculous.
I don't know, but I want it. I also want the dual Radeon Pro Vega 2 Duo. So that's 2x2, right? That's lots. And
can we talk about the smallest storage is only 256
starts
gigs?
at 256, but why not spend an extra $1,400 and get 4 terabytes? Why not? What's the Afterburner? No one knows, but I'm taking it. And do you want feet? What?
He wants you to hit the little information button.
On the Afterburner?
Yeah.
Apple's Afterburner.
It talks about, it's for
to
Final
get
Cut
even
Pro.
better video performance for the most demanding workflows, upgrade your Mac Pro with Apple Afterburner, a PCIe accelerator that offloads the decoding of ProRes. It's a little decoder.
Basically, when you're in Final Cut Pro and you want to take the video that you're importing there and do that, that's where it can do it.
Now, wheels?
Yes, wheels.
Really?
Oh wait, but you're going to have it on a arm, so no.
That's the display. I'm talking about the Mac. I want wheels.
Okay.
I'm going to save some money. I don't need a keyboard or mouse.
Okay.
I already got Final Cut and Logic.
Yeah, you're good there.
Apple Care for the Mac Pro is just $300.
Oh, that's not bad.
Considering it's a $53,000 computer,
better get it.
That's less than tax. So I have now made it all the way up to
28 cores?
$53,000.
That's not too bad.
Put that in the bag.
Now we go for the Pro
and then
display.
the Pro XDR display. Add that to the bag. And then what?
He wants you
want
full
texture?
nano texture.
Why would I want nano texture?
For no reflection.
It's a.
Now, how much is the tax on this? $5,931.34 of tax.
Well, we live in a high tax state, so I could put that right now in my Apple Pay.
You probably could.
It's only
too,
71. No, it's actually it is above my limit on the Apple Pay. Thank God.
Yes,
but look, I get $5,000 cash back.
That covers the tax.
That's pretty sweet. Sweet. Here's a great way to make $5,000 overnight.
Oh my!
Just buy a $71,000 computer.
Someone said $65,000. How many bathrooms does it have?
It is. It's a house. It's a house. I'm buying a house.
Here.
Should get. You know what? I'm gonna go back. Oh, wait a minute. Did I buy 2 of them? Oh, there's the problem. No wonder it was so expensive.
Oh.
I have 2 of them in my bag.
Oh.
Let's get rid of this one. I don't need that one. How do you get?
Doesn't let you. They're saying no. You got that both.
Can I edit
this?
this?
You swipe.
Edit.
Yeah,
Let's edit.
Okay, you can
take that out.
get rid of that one.
And actually, I would like to. I'm gonna edit this one too because John clearly wants.
Oh right, you got to get the better
nano doohickey. So let's go back here and shop for the screen. Oh, these are all the accessories. You know, if you buy a Mac Pro, you really should get AirPods with it.
Go back one. The back. I think that'll take you. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So you say nano texture glass. Add $6,000. Oh no, it says total. Okay. Now we're gonna add that to the bag. There we go.
Did you notice
how
expensive the Apple Care Plus is for the display?
How much is it?
It was, I think, multiple thousands. Whoa! Go back if you can. Hit shop or the first button at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I don't have to delete it, do I?
And then go back one.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, $500, which is still wasn't that more than the? Oh no,
should have bought that. Yeah. No, it is more than the Mac Pro, but the display, you know, you might throw something at it. So there you go.
Yeah, you might.
I still have 2 Mac Pros in my. How could I have 2 of them in here?
I don't know why that's happening.
Now I've got to 172,000.
Oh,
I've got 3.
How did you get?
What the heck is going? No!
Oh my God!
No! Oh,
my blood pressure has never raised so
I
quickly.
almost spent $127,000. All right, let's make sure this is the one I want.
Surely your bank would call you and be like, "I'm sorry."
No, it's Apple Card. They don't call. They just go, yeah, of course he wants that. Who wouldn't want that? I'm going to get tons back. Let's delete this one too. I apparently bought 3 of these. Maybe the editors have been in my account.
Yeah, they're in
That's
there
what it
trying
is. The editors are saying. So there you go. Oh, I overstated it. It's only $66,000. If I can get $6,000 out of this, I can buy it.
Okay. You can do that.
Lisa said you can't buy more than $60,000 worth of Mac Pro.
Oh, so just do you really need 1.5 terabytes of RAM?
No.
Yeah, you can cut back
who
on
would
that.
need that much RAM? That's crazy.
I know. That's ridiculous. Yeah, you don't need the Afterburner unless you're going to be doing lots of Final Cut Pro video editing, which I don't see you doing.
We're done here. I'm going to leave it in my bag, though, just to scare Lisa.
That's a good idea. So that was the Apple Store app. It
Merry
basically
Christmas to me!
Makes it much easier for you to go in and buy stuff, as Leo just saw.
As you can see. No, what they're doing, which is smart, is they're doing more kind of editorial...
personalized stuff for you.
Yeah, and recommendations and things like that. And I think that's actually, that's pretty cool. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So nice job on the store, Apple.
Good work.
Yeah, I will. I think it's probably a good idea to use the app versus going online.
I agree. And what I love is that when it comes to the stuff that you own, it makes it very easy to see what you can actually buy for those things. Right. So it's a little bit
knows
more.
What I own. I don't still have that 2015 MacBook Pro.
Wait, a gym? Is there a gym in your home, or is there a gym somewhere where you've said, "Here, have an Apple TV"?
That's the gym in our house.
Okay.
Of course, is it? Look at me.
Look.
Don't I look like I work out every day?
I have not ever been given the full tour of your home, so I didn't know there was a gym.
Have you come to my house?
I've been to your house twice. And once,
But
when
we
you
didn't let you
know
in.
about it. Yeah. I knocked on the door and then
I
went,
said here and slammed the door.
and I was outside with this look on my face. Please let me
So
in.
I should really delete some of these old. These are really old. Some of these devices. Why does it
You've
have
got,
all
like,
everything
multiple
I've ever
living rooms.
bought? I've got two 2015 MacBook Pros.
The best place to do that is to go to appleid.apple.com
those devices.
and delete those devices there. The last thing, have you ever used the Clips app, Leo?
Yeah, I used it when it came out, and they have updated it. They keep updating it.
There's a new update.
The idea is Apple wants you to use this for your social posts as opposed to some, Snapchat or something else.
You now got Memoji and Animoji in
there?
the Clips app, which were not there before. Which
is pretty
fun.
amazing what you can do. I mean, it's a kind of a
It's
cool,
confusing though. It's worse than Snapchat, and it's
well, that's a problem, isn't it?
yeah.
So you can use Memojis. Oh yeah, here's the Animojis. Let's do a little rat.
Oh,
M-I-C. See you real soon. K. Wait, look down my throat, will you?
I was wondering what that
I think I see the bookshelf through my mouth.
was. Key. Thank you, Kevin. That was great. There are also new features.
Octopus.
Oh, cute.
Octopus.
I love its little legs. Its
I know.
tentacles.
It would be better if the legs should go with my hands. I look more like Cthulhu. Kind of a kid-friendly Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Hello, kids. Time to play.
God.
Yeah. Pay no attention to the man behind the octopus.
That's horrifying.
So that's now part of Clips.
And a new winter-themed poster.
I always feel like I should use Clips more.
I do try.
Filters, winter theme poster. What does that mean? Oh, if you...
It's like behind you. It uses the...
okay. Uses a background.
M-I-C-K-E-Y.
Update.
M-O-U-S-E. You've made me self-conscious about
Update.
M's.
Updated.
Sorry, you've made me self-conscious about M's.
Bring your face into view. Octopus update. Ah, they're coming.
I'm downloading the winter poster.
Oh, so you get that somewhere else then?
What is the point of this? It's just on the screen. I thought it was one that goes in the background, but it's not. It's just a whole... Oh, sorry, folks. It's just a whole screen. Hold to add the select... Oh, okay. That's kind of fun. It has some snow moving through.
It's time for an octopus update. All right, that's just a waste of time.
Yep. I don't get this app to this day. I've tried.
It's time for an octopus update.
That's
I wish I
kinda
had a
cute.
voice changer as
It's
well.
all stuck. It was stuck on your face.
Yeah,
That's
stuck to your
great.
face. Those are animated
Stickies?
real stickies. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's your octopus update, and there is your news. And now it's time to talk about something you stick not in your ears, but around your ears.
We had a visitor to the studio yesterday or the day before. I guess it was Sunday. And I looked, and I see this more and more among our visitors. He was wearing his beautiful aftershocks.
Oh,
I said,
how
"You like
nice."
those?" He said, "Absolutely. I can wear them all the time." Aftershocks are bone conductance technology. He had a big head, but what's nice is this band goes around your head any size. It's a titanium band, so it's very lightweight, and it keeps them on. So if you've had problems with headphones falling off, I think we all do, you'll love this. But get ready, because this is the most comfortable headphone you've ever worn, because it doesn't go in your ear. It goes over your ear, and the Aftershocks bone conductance technology, which is kind of amazing, gives you incredible sounding audio without blocking your hearing. So this is not, you don't wear this at the to block sounds like noise canceling headphones. You wear this when you want to hear sounds, when you're running or bicycling, when you're walking around the house. And because they don't go inside your ear like earbuds, you can wear them all day. In fact, I keep them on I wear them for conference calls, and I often forget. I just have them on and walk around all day. With great battery life, 6 hours of continuous music and calls on one charge, 10-day standby time. They charge up in an hour and a half. I could just put them on and leave them on. Awesome for audiobooks while I'm cooking, so people can still talk to me. And, I can have conversations, but I can still hear the music or hear the books. The phone calls are fantastic. Now, there are two aftershocks. This is the new Aeropex. Their advanced audio sounds really good. A longer battery life, so even more than 6 hours. And it's waterproof and submersible up to 1 meter deep for 30 minutes. So the original aftershocks were moisture resistant, so you could run in the rain and stuff. But this you could actually swim in. Up to 1 meter deep for 30 minutes. The Aeropex. These are so great. Right now, we can get a great deal on any Aftershocks tech bundle, $50 off if you go to iostoday.aftershocks.com and use the code iOS today at checkout. I really think this is a huge leap in headphone technology. I am a big fan, and I keep mine
so comfy,
always ready to go. And since I do a lot of conference calls at home, I find this really handy. And I just don't even use the phone anymore. I just use my iPhone and my Aftershocks. iostoday.aftershocks.com. Oh, I love this. They also have multi-point pairing. So you not only compare it to your phone, you compare it to everything. And then just use whatever device you want to use with the Aftershocks. It's exactly what you're looking for in a pair of headphones that you can make phone calls with, that you can drive with, bicycle with, because you'll hear emergency vehicles and everything around you. iostoday.aftershocks.com. Save $50 off an Aftershocks tech bundle when you use the code iOS today. Valid in the U.S. only. Questions
from listeners. Oh, although I do want to say, as Scooter X in the chat has pointed out, and I was checking online, Apple's rolled out some updates for iOS, tvOS, macOS, etc. And one of the updates is going to be full support in Safari for physical security keys.
Like that's awesome, because
like your YubiKey.
I use my YubiKey, and it will work in a lot of things, but it doesn't work in Safari, or it didn't work in Safari, so that's awesome. So that update just came out, huh? Let's take a look.
Yes, let's see if you've got it.
Yeah. I guess I know what I'm doing for the next 5 minutes. Checking for update. Yeah, the YubiKey is great. And this is a Type-C YubiKey, so it goes right into... Yeah, this is 13.3. We had heard it was going to be out yesterday, but it came out... I don't know if it came out yesterday or today. I was looking for it.
Just today.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, good. I guess I won't download and install it on the... Yeah, there's my YubiKey. So these are these third-party security keys. They now have a YubiKey with a lightning port on it too, so you'll be able to use that in Safari on your iPhone. So that's really cool.
Some other updates include updates to screen time so that the parental controls are a little bit more detailed.
Okay.
Some new layouts for Apple News stories, as well as, and I haven't seen this yet, I have not updated, obviously, macOS, but there's apparently a new iTunes remote that will let you control... add support for using an iPhone or iPad to remotely control the music and TV apps on a Mac. So iTunes Remote has existed for a long time, but I have not used it in a long time because it didn't really do anything in this modern world. Right. So that's interesting.
I'm downloading it right now. It looks like it's a very quick download on the iPhone. 13.3 is 20. It's less than half a minute to download because we have a fast connection, but it isn't a giant. Let's put it that way. It's not a giant download. I always do these as quickly as possible because often they include security fixes you really want. So 4, 3, 2, 1. And then it's going to go through preparing update.
Preparing the update.
I would really like to know what that is.
I really think that's where it's unzipping it. I think that it's
seems
an
to take longer than
format.
downloading it often.
Yeah, I think it downloads in an archive format and then it has to uncompress it.
Uncompressing it.
I don't know if that's true. That's just my guess.
It's preparing it.
It's preparing it,
And then
preparation
after,
takes a while.
you say download it. Usually there's a delay there where you're getting in line to download it because they don't let everybody do it all at once. Then you download it. You saw that was very fast, less than a minute. And then there's preparing update, which is a little longer than the download. And then it'll install. Usually there's a reboot and 13.3. So that sounds like an important download. Not even if you go, I don't care about screen time. There's security patches undoubtedly in here that you're going to want. Apple's always a little cagey about talking about the security in patches in these. For the protection of our customers, we don't disclose, discuss, or confirm security issues. So there's really nothing. They don't say anything at all about this update. Just update it. No, there's a little bit. No.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and move on here to the questions. So Steve from New Jersey writes in, I've often wondered.
Yes, Steve.
How Apple is able to wait so long between app updates on their stock apps. As everyone knows, apps like YouTube, Twitter, even Gmail, Overcast, ArcSight, you name it, update quite often, sometimes several times a month. How is it that Apple avoids doing this with apps like Messages and Mail and even Maps? Or is it possible that they push updates through behind the scenes and we're not even aware? So this is a little bit different from Android's playbook. We've got the Google Play Services update that sort of exists in between, that lets you get some updates rolled out to different things, as well as the feature drops. I think, didn't the Pixel just get a feature drop?
Yeah, which is kind of nice. They're adding new features to the Pixel phones.
Kind of fun. But with iOS, well, lately we have been getting a lot more updates than usual. Those big changes come at their end of the year, or at their every year sort of tentpole feature release. And so we don't get updates as much. There aren't big updates that are being rolled out behind the scenes as far as we could tell. I don't know that Messages is getting, I mean, in terms of the stuff that's server side.
Well,
so
before you say that,
okay,
even this update, look at it. Apple News is getting updated. Stocks is getting updated. I do believe that the overall iOS updates will include updates for Apple's own apps.
Yes.
So I wouldn't assume that. Now, I should point out that there are apps that very famously Apple's remote app, which allows you to use your Apple TV with your iPhone. The one guy wrote it.
Okay.
And he was reassigned, and there were no updates for Apple's remote app for 3 years.
Wow.
He recently got back to work on it, and it did get updated. So there's two answers to your question. One, system updates, which occur fairly frequently on iOS 13, they occur practically weekly. Those may, in fact, update apps. As you can see here, Apple News and Stocks got updated. I think the larger feature updates, though, you're right, those are going to come from the App Store. In the case of some apps, like Apple Remote,
and
Clips, there may not be an update for quite some time. Clips, did you have to download an update, or did it come with the iOS update? I think you had to download it.
Clips, yeah, because so if the apps are available in the App Store,
that's how
and you get them
updated.
there. That's how they get updated.
So the stuff that comes, so like Maps, which comes with the iPhone, that makes sense. That's probably the distinction.
Yeah, and sometimes, see, and I think that it depends on the type of app. So with Messages, most of that stuff is happening locally on your device. With Maps, a lot of that is server side, and so they can add new features to Maps, like making the new transit directions available to you
without doing anything,
without having to do a huge update or anything like that. Yeah. So, for example, it used to be that here in Petaluma, you wouldn't get, when you were doing directions, you wouldn't get the signals, the light signals, and the stop signs on the map, but you now do get those.
Yeah. We just got that stoplight downtown, so it's very exciting.
Yeah, and so now those are available, and it even. I was recently navigating, and it said, turn right past the second stoplight.
Wow.
Your destination is just past the Wendy's. It said the restaurant that it was by.
That's just like you would get if you asked somebody in the street.
Yes, that was amazing. I was so happy when I heard that.
They should do it in Geezer. Yeah, just hang a left at the Wendy's up there after the second light.
If you hear a beehive, you've gone too far.
By the way, I am still preparing update. I know it sounds like it's unzipping. I feel like something else is going on.
It does sound like it's
unzipping. Wouldn't take that long. So it's only halfway through, and it hasn't made much progress. I don't know. There's some magic going on. Maybe
somebody out there's probably.
It may be moving stuff around, saying, "Get out of the way. We got an update here. You get over there."
Cleaner,
I don't know what it's doing.
Cleaning off the curtains.
Preparing things.
Steamer. You get it. So yeah, there's your answer, Steve from New Jersey. Ray from Maryland says, and this is specific to you. What is the selfie stick and red iPhone mount that Leo used on iOS Today 475? The last episode, you had your selfie stick and you had a mount. We're wondering what brand.
So they're two different things.
Yes.
The selfie stick was a gift from a company that makes the sticks for boom operators. You know, sometimes you'll see in the movie the movies, the boom will get in the shot or the TV show. They did that all the time in the office intentionally. They bring the boom into the shot.
Yeah.
So the company that makes those.
Oh, you have Face ID for your browser.
Yes, that's because it's Brave.
Oh.
But I don't remember the name. I wish I'd known this question
Surprise.
was going to be here because and John, you were looking at the red grippy thing.
Yes.
That was something
I had
Andy
that last
Inako
week. Yeah.
had recommended.
Let me look at
It's
my
kind
history.
of the grasp or something like that. Yeah, it'll be in your history. Use your history, man.
Oh, GRPT?
Gript. That was it. GRIPT.
Nice.
So this is from last week's show. And I even showed on the show and mentioned the name of the selfie stick. So I wish I could remember. The GRIPT is the red, and it's designed specifically for phones of any size or shape. It's really a great device. It has a threading.
Get gripped.
Yeah. It's a tripod adapter and a hand grip. We thought the hand grip thing was kind of silly, but there it is. That's it. And
Yeah, because just for a few fingers, you slip in like 2 fingers, and
but I've used it for some time on my. It's a Tadpole. There you go. TADPOLE selfie stick. Now I don't know if they even sell these. Tadpole was trying to get into this business. Yeah, it looks like not. So, but there are very good selfie sticks. That one was kind of nice because how much was the Gript? You're looking at it on
Gript is
Amazon.
$29.90, so about $30.
I've used that for some time. The nice thing about that is it can handle almost any size phone, and it has a fairly solid grip to it. It does not have, however, it's designed for putting on a tripod, so it's got that special, quarter, 1/3, whatever they call it.
Wow.
Bore. Yeah, look at
Get
that.
real serious with it.
Yeah. So it's cool for that. What was the name? It's I cannot remember the name. K-tek. There it is. Here you go. It is the k-tek, and they make a variety of these. This is not from them directly, so let me go back to the search results. Let's see if I could find k-tek. K-TEK. Look, Burke pairs a k-tek Tadpole with a GoPro to capture action. I don't know if k-tek...
here we go. k-tek offers 3 Tadpoles for extended reach. Here's one, but that's $103.50.
Yeah.
Or is that about right?
Well, they also make them for
$266. Oh, that has an XLR cable in it. Okay.
But these are designed for audio. I wonder if they kind of got out of the selfie stick business because they're not. The other drawback to them is they don't have a Bluetooth connector or any way of firing off the camera. So, these are military grade. Literally, they're used by the military grade booms, generally designed for microphones. But yeah, you can use them for other things as well. I feel very fortunate to have one.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
So Gript, GRIPT, and k-tek.
That one I recommend. That's very inexpensive. And k-tek at k-tekpro.com makes the selfie stick. And I don't know if they still make those. They stopped by the studio several years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, to show us those. Yeah, Alex Lindsay uses them for audio.
All right. And if you have questions, feedback, all those good things, you can send those to iOStoday@twit.tv. And that is the end of our feedback and questions segment.
I want to show everybody the beautiful shirt you're wearing.
Oh,
isn't that gorgeous?
Would you like
Where
to?
did you get that?
I got this shirt from a little company called Taylor Store.
Now, this is amazing because Taylor Store lets you measure yourself with their app.
Yes.
So that
Size Me.
You put Size Me on your phone, iOS or Android. You put it on the ground, and then you stand in front of it, and it measures you, and it uses statistics to give you a custom tailored shirt. I mean, it is, right? It's perfect.
Perfectly custom tailored shirt.
It fits your arms. It fits your neck. It's perfect.
Yeah.
And I have to say, the choices that you get, now you can pick some basic ones all ready to go, but somebody like Mikah is going to want to choose
a round collar on this one.
The collar, you're going to want to choose the buttons, the thread, the cuffs. It's amazing. You can customize it completely. I am such a fan of this. And by the way, they make these shirts. It's a Swedish company. They make these shirts in Sri Lanka. They'll even send you pictures of your shirt being made.
Yeah, so cool.
It's made by real tailors who really care about their work and their art. And it's carbon neutral. They actually make sure that everything they do is carbon neutral, and I really appreciate that. These are very conscious people. You can customize the sleeves, the collar, the cuff, the pocket, the no pocket, the back details, the bottom cut, the buttons, the button thread. I go on and on. But I should also say it's very well made. You could tell. They also have the collar curve, which adapts to the curve of your shoulders. What's
this?
What?
I got a new shirt I need to buy.
Yeah, see that collar curve.
Using advanced engineering, our updated collar curve.
Isn't that wild?
Effortlessly adapts to the curve of your shoulders even better than before.
I know you're probably a little suspicious about can they really do a custom tailor? I've always wanted custom tailored shirts. By the way, I have, I think, a dozen tailor store shirts now. I keep buying more. I love the choice of fabrics because sometimes I want a heavy, broadcloth. Sometimes I want something light and thin. I bought a bunch of shirts for our vacation, one with pink flamingos on it that Mike is really jealous about. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't fit perfectly, and sometimes they have to make some little adjustments, you keep the shirt, snap 2 pictures of you wearing it, and then they'll say, oh, we need to do this, and then you'll get a new shirt at no cost, so you're going to get 2 shirts. We're a little more normal. It worked perfectly. Jason, who's super tall, Jason Howell, and Aunt Pruitt, who's just does a lot of lifting, needed some adjustment, but you keep the shirt and they'll send you another one. And then they've got your size and you can go back again and again and order shirts.
That's what's really nice.
That's why I have so many of them. I just love it. It is so cool. Perfect fit clothing. Stop buying off the rack and get clothes that fit you perfectly. Right now, if you go to tailorstore.com/iOS today, if you use the code iOS today, you'll get up to 50% off your first dress shirt. Terms and conditions apply. Free shipping too. So they ship it right to you. And I love it that they'll send you pictures of your shirt.
Yes.
They're proud of their factories, that they're not sweatshops, that these people really love their jobs and love their work. They're very proud of that. tailorstore.com/iOS today. Use the code iOS today and get up to 50% off your first dress shirt plus free shipping.
Let's put on some hats.
Since I'm wearing my safari jacket, I thought I'd wear my pith helmet. You could be my trusted driver, Gunga Din.
Hey, this actually looks quite good with my
You
blue.
look great. You look dapper. I think I look good.
You look great.
I'm ready to go on
I think this
safari.
is Jumanji, yeah.
Jumanji, that's it. We wear these silly hats because we celebrate our pick of the week, our app cap. And I'll let Micah start.
Yes, my app cap this week is an app called Pluto, which in my heart is
no
still a
longer
planet. But here it is. And I love you, Pluto. But this app is not about planets.
It's to turn you into a plutocrat.
It is to do that. No, this is an app for saving money. And it is specifically made for college students, but I don't think it only has to apply to college students. The reason why is because you can say, hey, this is the college I'm currently going to, and other folks who are using that app from that college can sort of, you get information about them. You don't get direct information, but you can kind of see what your peers are spending and saving and how those trends go. So the idea there is that psychologically, you may be encouraged by peer pressure more so than you would be just on your own trying to save money. So you kind of compete anonymously with others and spend or save money according to that. But what you do is you sign up for the app. You can choose to put that information in or not. So in this case, I said, no, I'm not a college student. And then it uses, there's a company, I think it's called Plaid. And Plaid is a company that lets you connect banking with very good, high encryption, good security. And so this app uses that service to connect.
So you could feel
to.
safe.
Yes, exactly.
That's a good thing.
And then once you get connected, it's sort of analyzes your information. And so, for example, I can see that in just this week, I spent $61 on food and drinks. That's because I went to the grocery store.
Good man.
$15
No more eating out for you.
I never eat out.
Really?
Yeah,
Good.
I always make food at home.
It's fun to cook.
Yeah, I agree. $15 on shopping and $0 on entertainment.
Zero.
But you can...
No, we got to work on that.
What you can do is set it up so that you challenge yourself with different information here. So, for example, and I keep getting the glare, unfortunately. Thank you. So
turning off the lights is not going to. Oh, it does actually.
So, for example, it shows you your trends for different stuff. So, how much money did I spend on Uber? I don't think anything this month, but maybe. Yeah, so nothing this month. But you can type in food and different categories. So maybe I want to know how much money I spent on self-care this month. Well, $0. And so that's also an issue. And so I can say, oh, goodness, I should be spending more money on self-care. So I love the way that it kind of dives into some of these categories that folks in this age bracket would be thinking about. Your education, money that's income, if you spent any money on charity or pets, for example, and then it will give you that information as well. So one of the things here is like, hey, I want to go on vacation. You can set up a goal. I want to go on vacation, and maybe you want to save $5,000 for the vacation. You can add money, take out money. You can say, okay, so in order to save money for this vacation, I need to spend less money on shopping this month. And then it'll also show you your projections. So if you're saving money by, according to this, September 26th, 2022, you will be able to go on vacation according to how you have it set up.
That's depressing. You need to save more money.
Yeah, yes. I set this up very quickly, and so you can get more in detail about how much you're saving. And
this is handy because it does help you do that.
Yeah. So you get your challenges, you get your recent transactions, and it will also sort of, if you set it up this way, you can set up notifications for like, hey, I know I said I wanted to save money on shopping, so bug me when you see a shopping transaction come through. You can say, hey, you said you were going to save some money here. And it will do that.
Nice.
It is a free app.
Pluto.
And it's called Pluto. And that is your money hero in college and beyond is what it's called.
Because college kids love
to
Pluto.
Spend
the planet.
Money. Oh, I see. Yeah.
No, this is when you learn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, when one hopes.
One hopes you learn to save and spend, yes.
Yes, one hopes. They ought to teach that, really. That would be
a
much more useful than ancient
class.
Greek and
I agree.
philosophy. My app is something Lori Gill told us about on MacBreak Weekly some time ago, and I love it so much. I ended up buying, there's a bunch of in-app purchases, but you can just use it, the basic version. It's called My Noise, and it lets you create noise. Beautiful noise, all kinds of noises. I ended up buying many of the various noises. You can create your own. So it comes. I should. So
Tibetan Spirit.
Oh, yeah. We could try. Let me just play a couple for you. So this is. What one is this that I hit?
Binaural beats.
Binaural beats. So you put on the headphones for this one, and what's cool is each one of these sliders. It looks like an equalizer, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of the Smart Tech Today album art.
Yeah, but it isn't an equalizer. It's the different voices. So I can turn up the bass plus 6 hertz, 4 hertz. You can tone this, and that's why it's My Noise. And you can make a custom noise, which you can then save. Let's go back, because you wanted to do the Tibetan Spirit. This is a meditative soundscape with Tibetan monks. And this is the basic one, but if I like the different parts of it, I can
oh my God, I love
that
drum in the background.
Or down. Maybe I don't want to hear. Maybe I want to hear. Isn't that amazing?
I love this.
I just feel like I can turn them all up if I want with 2 fingers, or I can do individuals ones. Let's turn up the bells, the cymbals, the
wow.
chimes. So this is great for meditation, that kind of thing. But wait a minute, there's more. And this is why I ended up buying so many of them. Let's say You'd like to be in a spaceship.
I want to be in a spaceship.
Do you? All right. This is the warp speed. We are now in the spaceship.
Okay.
And I can turn up the infra rumble. That's the engines. I can turn up the flutter. I can turn up some of the effects. Here's the control room. Let's bring that one up. What else do we have here? Interferences.
Can you turn up Earl Grey tea hot?
A little Hitchhiker's Guide joke. I can even mix multiple soundscapes. So if I wanted to mix this in with some Tibetan chanting, I could be on a Tibetan spaceship. There are all kinds of sounds. There's ambient sounds from all over the world. This is Africa. There's a lion in there. You want to hear some frogs, too?
I love frogs.
How about wolves?
Ooh, what's a golden wolf? I've never
I don't
heard
know.
of.
How about a little buzzing of insects? Turacos.
This one's the most distracting so far. All the other ones are very peaceful.
Well, let's say you don't, every time I hear lions, I get scared. Let's take the wolves out. There's a pelican colony. These are all, by the way, real sounds recorded by volunteers. This is actually...
No way!
Yeah, if you go to the website, this is actually a really cool thing.
What's Atomic... Oh, sorry.
I
just need to get
You want
this
Atomic?
Atomic City.
Okay.
Where was that? It's on the right side, but I think it's down farther.
There it is. Radioactive music generator.
Atomic City,
This is
USA.
ambient. Put a little bit more voice
Of the Atomic Energy Commission,
in the background.
went to Oak Ridge, Tennessee with recording equipment.
I could do a little more ARP synthesizer in there. So there's also creators who have made these.
Wow.
How do you like Oak Ridge?
I like it very much.
Isn't that awesome?
Oh my God.
You're a creator.
It's wonderful.
My Noise.
Yeah.
Whose noise is it? My Noise.
You could set an alarm or a timer, so this could be your alarm clock or your sleep device. You can animate if you want, give it a little bit of fun.
Oh, cool. It moves it.
Yeah. So it will change
This is
over
so
time.
fun.
Isn't this awesome? I know. It's free to get the base model, but beware because you'll end up
Buyer
doing what I
beware.
did, which is buying everything.
They should have a
They do.
a good purchase.
They have bundles. In fact, if we go to oh, it tells you too. This is recorded in the French forest of Ardennes.
Whose den?
Ardennes. It's about an hour from this guy's house. So the guy this is real. These are not synthesized. These are real, and I think that's really, really
a
interesting.
Japanese garden.
This is the categories.
Noise
You can also
blocker.
make
What's that?
Well, those would be things like white noise
Oh,
that would.
gotcha.
So if you're trying to sleep, these would be good ones for hiding the background, the noise in the background. This is tranquil waves.
Oh, and they even have the little the categories there: calibrated, meditation, noise.
And you
blocker.
can change those, obviously.
Cool.
But this is good. I use this one because I have ringing in my ears, tinnitus.
Oh.
And it just happens. Some frequencies are better than others for blocking that, and that one is a pretty good one. So this is oops, I have the toddler lock on.
Why? You don't have a
I'm just
toddler.
pressing buttons, but that's actually good because you could put this in
If
and the
you do
kid
have a
can't change the
toddler.
music. There's also colored noise generators. There's white noise and a variety of other noises. So
Pink, brown.
You can do all of that too.
Shake to randomize.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just scratching the surface. There is.
Oh, and there's an option here to mix sound with other apps, so you could keep this going while you
Yes.
work on your iPad.
Yes. Oh, yes. It runs in the background, and you can buy more if you want. So
Very cool.
there's a website, My Noise, if you want to learn more about it, and the app I think is just fantastic. There are a number of and by the way, you can play the sounds for free off the website. So if you just want to put it on your computer and listen to it, or even I guess you could do that on your iPad as well. That'd be fine too. But I just think this is a fantastic, fantastic app.
I love the.
You want to go to the Middle
adjustments.
Ages?
Let's go to the Middle Ages.
Let's go to I actually use this one a lot. These are Gregorian chants. But what's nice is you can mix in different monks, different amounts of reverb. So let's put the C cannon in there and let's give it some reverb.
Oh my God, I love this.
Isn't that awesome? I listen to this all the time.
I could read to this.
Yeah. And they can turn up the bells.
Oh God, this is great.
Yeah.
I love it.
You want to. But then animating it really gives you some nice. Yeah. So it's subtly modifying different sounds. So it's going to cycle through.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Isn't that great?
Very cool app. Good for Lori Gill.
Noise. Thank you, Lori Gill, for suggesting that. She's a musician, a performer, and yeah, I'm not surprised. My Noise. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all.
We hope you enjoyed the show. We do iOS today around 9:30 Pacific, 12:30 Eastern Time. That would be 16:30 UTC. You can watch us or listen live at twit.tv/live. You can also join us in the chat room if you're doing that at irc.twit.tv. Do encourage you, if you are listening, to join that chat room because it's a great conversation in the background. And we're watching it as we do the show, so we get a lot of suggestions, ideas, tips, hints, and brickbats simultaneously from the chat room. You can also get on-demand versions of everything we do. Go to twit.tv. For this show, it's twit.tv/iOS. You can also subscribe. In fact, I wish you would. It would help us if you would subscribe in your favorite podcast app. That way you'll get it the minute it's available. And they'll say, hey, boy, a lot of people listen to this iOS today. Maybe we should feature it this week.
Feature it, yes.
If people have questions for us, Micah, is there a way to get on the show?
By golly, there is. You head to iOS. You don't head to. You email iOS today at twit.tv. And that, of course, is the place where you can send video, audio, or text and get those questions and feedback answered or responded to.
Nice. You want a little taiko drumming to head us out here?
To see us out.
Let's turn up the drums and say thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you next time on iOS Today.